Okay, I'm back in. Are you in? Oh, you're in. Yeah. Oh, Joel Penguin's in. Yay. Okay, everyone's here. I just keep saying my ticket's been updating, so if I do ticket view to, it's like, oh, okay, there's no comments. Whatever. Oh yeah. Oh, I got my 10 hours. Okay. I don't even know what I want to do anymore. Oh yeah. What is the note block? Got note blocks. For that, and I got. So, there's move that there. Guess over here and. Okay. Yeah. Oh, he's gone. Triggered. I'll make some music on the second floor. I'll call that. I'm gonna call this the mid. All right. Call it music. Um. Okay. Go up here. I need. And do I have a redstone repeater? Ow. Oh, there's redstone. I thought that was apple. um. Dividend repeater. Um. I don't think I have any repeaters. I don't know how to make a redstone repeater. Oh man. Forget. It's been so long. Redstone torch. Gage, remember how to make a redstone repeater?
Nope.
Yeah, me neither.
But I can Google it.
Okay, do you mind doing
You
that?
can too. Okay.
My browser dies when I go on any sort of Wikipedia page. It goes, not Wikipedia, but you know. I need food. Pretty bad. Diamonds are not food. Um, lilacs are not food. The brewing stand. I forgot I had that. Dang, I was hoping for chicken. Okay.
Bam. Send it on Discord.
Yeah. What's that? Is that? Oh, 3 stones, torches, and red. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to get stone. Cook up some cobble. Cook up a good 9. Then I'll have 3 of them, 6 of these. And 3 redstone. But I got them. So. blazing fire going on right there. Can I zoom in? Oh. It cooks too long to cook. Wow. Trying to say takes too long. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna pull up the live chat so that I can see. I'd like to do that. Yeah. 50 years of Vox. Jeez, if they get it for that long, that'd be pretty cool, to be honest. 500. Oh, okay, never mind. Yep. Okay, go here. Uh, Hello, Mr. Meow Meow. Right? Yeah, okay, so. Alright, I got the live chat up now. We got 2 people watching apparently right now. Sweet. Okay. Now we're back in to do restore shop. I might do that. I might not. Let me make sure you guys can hear me, because you guys can't. Okay, good. Oh my god, if I was muted this entire time, I would cry. Okay, good, it's done. Ding. Okay. We need. Oh, let's make a button. Purchase. So I'm doing it on the wrong level. Here. And I need 1, 2, 3. We got 3 redstone repeaters now. Sweet. Alright. At least I can craft. So let's try this. 2. Boop. Okay. Oh, punching it too also does that. Did not know that. Okay, get a lever. It's already in. Whoa! What in the world? Ah, that's was a creeper. Okay. That's disappointing. Rip. Alright. See if we can get a beat going. And I need the best. This works. You know, I'm just wasting redstone if I don't do it like that. So, this gets a good beat. God, that's too fast. And then you break it when that happens. Forget about that. Crap, no wait. Not supposed to do it like that. Hang on. Try doing like this. Need another repeater. That's the problem. Oh! Jump in the water. Ah, okay, good. I do not want to die. We need another repeater. Yeah. So let's. Dang it, Medistone. That cook up like. Oh wow, blocks of iron I got. Jeez. Oh, I got 3 watching now. Oh, hello. I like how YouTube now has the watch count actually update on the app now instead of having to be fresh every time. I need a record player. Okay.
Hey, don't.
I mean, I got records and stuff, so. Alright, now I need. Get some more redstone torches. There we go, another repeater. Let's go up on the roof again. No. Ah. Right. Private. White tea. I think that's right. And we'll add jolt. And we'll add jolt later. Think that's right. Okay, good. So because everyone, you're like, oh, you're a child. Be like, oh, you're 10. Oh. Chuck these bricks everywhere. Ah, did I drop a crystal? Nope. Okay. That? Oh, whatever. They just moved the dot. That works too. Hey, it works. Sweet. I don't know. I'm just like jamming out to a beat now. Wait, can I do 2 notes? Yeah, I like it. Oh. Rip. Oh, whoops. Nope. That's not it. Oh my god, I keep pressing the wrong button. What? Oh yeah, it doesn't test. Well, okay, these daylight sensors. Um, yeah, does dirt do anything different? Or this dirt? Oh, I thought I wasn't not gonna make that. Oh man. How do I get dirt from underwater? Oh sweet, it's right where the light is. No, I need sand, that's what I need. Exactly what I need. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I need to, like, actually do something. Okay. These are only limited in so many resources. Okay, thank you. Oh my god, now we're just no one's on sip. And it means that we're done. Okay. Not that I'm done. That we're done. Is aqua pop. Okay, I'm back. Okay then, I wonder if I can make the Minecraft song out of that block. Be a pain. But I'm gonna try it. No, I need normal. I need to get. I don't. Well, that piece of sand is gone now. I don't know where that went. It's gone. Boop. Okay. I need. Boop. 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 Oh, I need dirt. That's what I need. Oh no. Am I using this because it works better than? Yep. Oh wait, my axe works the best. Yeah. Let's dig up some dirt. I really need dirt. Wait, money for whatever this is. Digging. Thank you. Oh. You fished TNT! I bet you fished a grouper. Oh, that's pretty funny to be honest. Alright, let me check the chat. Well, let me double check our chat. So got 3 people watching. Thanks for everyone who's watching. I hope you're enjoying, and the chat, live chat is completely dead. Not really, but no one's talking. So, continue on. I want to change something with the settings. Just changing the bed chat thing so that so messages will disappear after like 5 minutes. Well, I'll have it after 1 minute. Just so that like they're gone after they're not there forever. There. Okay. Boom. And live chat, first live. Boom, boom. There we go. Refresh. Okay. So now we're back in. Ta-da. Okay. Now, what do I... What was it? Oh yeah, I need... Get... Oh. Fishing. Oh, okay. S? What's S again? S is... The S rank is... I don't know. Oh wait. S rank is... Is it supporter? Oh. That's $60. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Get some... What? Alright. I want to just dirt. Yes. Okay. Try this. I don't know if it'll work, but okay. I'm out of dirt. Wait. Under. Oh my god! There. Regular dirt. I don't know. But I remember there's a resource pack I have that I think makes piano sounds. Um, e- check. I think we're about to find out. We might not. Don't know. Okay, come on. This is the one thing I hate about loading resource packs. It takes forever to load. Yep. I'm gonna end the stream maybe in a half hour. No set time. Just, but then I'm gonna probably play a different game. I'm not gonna stream it though. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Does it piano? What the? Dang it. Huh. Why no piano? Um, I don't know. Go up here. I wonder. Unpack 2014. Yeah, I don't know if I'll try it. This will be the last one I'm loading. If it doesn't work, I'm just gonna say whatever and we're gonna, whatever. Okay. Up. Whatever. Um. Oh no, that's what it is. Whoa. That's what this is. Oh yeah, it does like whatever. Yeah, we're gonna go back to the regular one just so that it sounds better and it's meant for that. Whatever. The last time I'm screwing around with the resource packs. Here we go. Okay. I'm gonna try a little tune. I think. Okay, I remember it. This is gonna be the tricky part though. So we're gonna do. Or dirt. Oh, I didn't get hurt. I didn't get hurt though. Some of it's regular dirt, some of it's not. Okay, let's go back around, because of course I have to go on the other side. And read. I don't think it's gonna sound good, but whatever. Did I put it the right way? No. I think this is good. Oh no. Oh, someone got warned for advertising. Oh, jeez. Oh. Whoa, what the heck? What? Are you serious? Oh my god. Oh my god. Already? Ah. Gotta be kidding me. What? Oh my god. Because none of my warnings were probably cleared from before. That's probably a sixth warning. Oh, oh my god. Man. Oh my god. Stupid. Jolt, can you tell them to please, like, unban me because I don't think I was supposed to get banned. Jolt, please do me a favor on this one and ask him, like, why I got banned exactly. Because I only advertised once. Oh my god! Okay. I don't need a warning that advertising, it was cleared and I didn't know. Because I didn't remember the rules. Man. It, oh my god. Oh yeah, I forgot I had the screenshots set up. That's okay. Man. They banned for what? All I did was advertise once, not even intentionally. Oh. One gold. Oh, man. I'm just sad. Gold's still on there. I don't know what I was gonna say. Joel, if you're able to see this or hear this, is there a way for you to do /warnings and look at my warnings? Not sure. Also, I also discovered there is not a rule against having alt accounts, which is a nice thing. Um, yeah, man. Really? You got a warning for that? Oh my god. You got a warning for talking about you getting banned in chat. Shoot. It's because you gotta ask a admin in private. My god. Let's go look at the rules. I want to look at the rules. Oh, okay, so we're gonna go. Let's pull up. Can I pull up Firefox? We're not gonna pull Firefox. So no griefing. Da 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 da. You learned. Yeah, I know. Um, fine. Let's find the role-playing server. No one role plays anyways. um, begging. Stop. Oh my god. Stop that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. So I don't think I saw something that said no advertising. Let's do. Oh, never mind. No begging, no advertising, other servers, or posting links in chat. I didn't see that, and I didn't remember that. I don't want to play Hypixel right now. Man. Poop. Joel, did you get any intel? Can you ask an admin? Say in the chat. Can I ask an admin a question? And then, yeah. And if they need proof, Joel, you can use the image in chat. So the guy who did me. Let's go to Emerald. So he is a mod. Okay. Well, I hate you. Not really, but I'm sad. Yeah. Stupid. I was just on there too. Like, come on. Permanently banned just because of advertising. That's stupid. Vote. Vote. I'm gonna vote. Whatever. Emerald. No, I don't really want to vote right now. I don't know. Now I'm disappointed. Just for saying a stream link that I'm streaming on their server. So they warned me. Are you serious? Like, you could just tell me once. You don't have to, like, warn me. Like, give me a warning. That's what I meant. Man. Well, I guess it's gonna be the end of our stream today. So, guys, I'm Iter. You guys enjoyed, and see you guys next time. Bye.